Effective financial covenants are precisely drafted, clearly defined, and tailored to the borrower's risk profile. Enforcement mechanisms are robust, providing lenders with early warning, negotiation leverage, and legal remedies, while also affording borrowers procedural protections and cure opportunities. Introduction: the role of financial covenants. Financial covenants are contractual provisions in loan agreements that require borrowers to maintain certain financial metrics or restrict specific actions. They serve as critical risk management tools, providing lenders with early warning signals of financial distress and mechanisms to protect their interests. Types and purposes of financial covenants. Affirmative covenants ensure ongoing transparency and operational soundness, e.g., regular financial reporting. Negative covenants prevent actions that could increase lender risk, e.g., incurring additional debt. Financial ratio covenants monitor financial health, e.g., leverage ratio, interest coverage. Best practices for drafting financial covenants include using precise definitions aligned with GAAP IFRS to ensure clarity, particularly for terms like EBITDA and indebtedness. The calculation methodology should specify exact formulas, inclusions, exclusions, and adjustments. Threshold levels must be explicitly negotiated, such as a debt-to-equity ratio not exceeding 2.01. Clearly define testing frequency, whether quarterly maintenance or event-driven incurrence. Lastly, include cure periods, typically 30 days, allowing borrowers to remedy breaches through equity injections or asset sales. Sample covenant language includes provisions such as leverage ratio. Borrower shall not permit the debt-to-equity ratio to exceed 2.01 as of the last day of any fiscal quarter. Interest coverage ratio. Borrower shall maintain an interest coverage ratio of not less than 3.01 as of the end of each fiscal quarter, and minimum liquidity. Borrower shall at all times maintain minimum liquidity of not less than $10 million. Best practices include using precise definitions, specifying accounting standards, and providing cure rights and reporting requirements to ensure enforceability and minimize disputes. Enforcement mechanisms from breach to resolution. Standard enforcement steps include breach notification, which provides written notice and initiates a cure period or negotiation. If unresolved, a default trigger may occur, allowing the lender to accelerate the loan, making it immediately due. Remedies like penalties, fees, higher interest or penalties or waiver amendment. Renegotiation to regain compliance may follow. Severe breaches can lead to legal action, court enforcement, restructuring, business stabilization or sale, or, as a last resort, bankruptcy, foreclosure, asset liquidation, or reorganization. Legal framework and borrower rights. Borrowers have the right to notice and cure, requiring written notice and time to remedy breaches. They can request negotiations for waivers or amendments, often requiring additional protections for lenders. Disputes may involve the court process where clear and unambiguous contract terms are upheld. Borrowers are also protected by the right to contest defaults, negotiate terms, and receive fair enforcement. Key finding: clear notice, cure, and waiver provisions reduce litigation risk and enable timely resolution. Real-world examples: model clauses and flexibility. Leverage ratio, consolidated first lien net leverage ratio, not to exceed 7.50 to 1.00. Fixed charge coverage. Maintain a fixed charge coverage ratio of not less than 1.10 to 1.0. Cure rights. Remedy a covenant breach by prepaying the loan or making a payment into a blocked account. Carve-out sue baskets. Negotiated exceptions. Baskets for flexibility. Use of GAAP accounting terms, construed in accordance with GAAP. Key practices. Agreements may specify calculations as binding unless manifest error is shown or allow independent auditor determination. Adjustments for accounting changes or restructuring require lender approval. Effective financial covenants are the product of careful drafting and a clear understanding of enforcement mechanisms. By combining precise language, industry best practices, and robust legal frameworks, lenders and borrowers can create agreements that protect both parties' interests, minimize disputes, and provide a roadmap for resolution in the event of financial distress. Legal practitioners should leverage model clauses, adapt to transaction specifics, and ensure all enforcement steps are contractually and procedurally sound.